And welcome back to what could very well be the last time we're ever in the Kanto region. It's kind of sad, isn't it, when you think about it? It's always weird when you, like, get to the end of a game and it always feels kind of sad. Because it's like, this is it. This is the end. Nothing left to do but to catch the strongest Pokemon in the entire game. I mean, again, we could catch Suicune, but it's kind of a chore to catch Suicune in this game. Because, like, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you see Suicune. I think it's Crystal you see Suicune also, so he's added to your dex, therefore you can actually track him using the Pokédex. In this game, you have to actually randomly encounter him first before actually even being able to see his location in the dex. So that's why catching Suicune is such a pain in the butt in this game. So to get to... I think I took the wrong ladder, didn't I? Yeah, I took the wrong ladder. It's this one over here. I'm using a guide because, well, frankly, the Cerulean Cave is kind of difficult to navigate. Okay, so this is the floor I hate the most because it's a maze. You have to kind of go down and around and like here and then go up. There are a lot of items, various items I should go over that this site doesn't actually say. Okay, so it's just like Pokeballs, full story, stuff like that. So nothing like super crucial, but stuff that might be helpful for catching Mewtwo. So we go down here, and then we go down this hole, and then we should just be able to go around here. I guess you can get a max revive on this floor if you want. Which, fair, isn't actually a bad idea. Try to get a max revive before fighting, again, the strongest Pokemon in the entire game at this, and in the series at this point. Yeah, I guess you can catch like a Wobbuffet, so that's actually a really good deal. If you can catch one, because Wobbuffet, again, is good for fighting Suicune. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know how Shadow Attack works. Like if you switch out Wobbuffet, can Suicune start running again? I wasn't aware of the repel. Oh, I figured out what's going on. The Pokemon are so high leveled here that I can't run. I can't run anymore because the Pokemon are at such high levels. That's really scary. Yeah, level 67. It didn't even occur to me that that's why the repels weren't working. So I looked up and it's like, oh snap, that guy's like super tanky. That could KO. Barely not. So that was really good luck on our part. I think I'll stop running. I think that's the best strat I can come up with right now, is just don't run anywhere. Because there's this urban legend, so I don't exactly know if this is 100% accurate. But there's this sort of urban legend that if you run, more Pokemon will attack you. So I'm actually not sure about that, if that's actually true, but it's, you know, it'd be worth it. I was trying to see if I had a smoke ball, but I don't. That's unfortunate. That's just an Ultra Ball, I think, from what I recall reading, so we're gonna ignore that. Shoot. Please be something weak to fire, thank you. Good place to level up. And there is something I do need to go over after we fight Mewtwo. Something I won't be showing because it'd just be kind of repetitive, but yeah, there is one more post-game thing you can actually do other than catching Unknown that I won't be showing. And also catching Suicune, I won't be showing that either. If I just randomly catch Suicune, like, I don't know how, but I might get like a bonus episode up. And here's the master himself. This is Mewtwo. This is gonna be a really sucky fight, isn't it? Here's the thing. We have a Master Ball, so if all else fails, we can use that. Our Raichu is actually at a really bad level. Mew. But I can only hope that I'm still faster than it, because Mewtwo isn't exactly a fast Pokemon. So I'm hoping that I can still outspeed it and get off a Thunder Shoot. Oh yeah, by the way, that's another reason why people don't like Mewtwo. Recover. Because he just heals constantly, so it's hard to keep him in the red. So yeah, Master Balls aren't a bad idea, but you might want to consider... I personally would save them for later. Like, if you really want to catch Suicune, I'd save him. Heck, with how trading works, it wouldn't be a bad idea, just trading over a Pokemon to, like, Emerald. And then doing that. Oh! That was good. I might get another critical, so I'm gonna go with Shockwave, the slightly weaker move, but hope for the best. Too weak. Psychic, this is gonna hurt a lot. Raichu is not the strongest Pokemon around, and that was a critical to add insult to injury. I've pushed the wrong button, but you can't run from Mewtwo. Because while he's a Psychic type, he's like the strongest Pokemon alive, so of course you can't run from him. So we're at 59, so I'm gonna keep that in mind to see how many Pokeballs it takes. This is pretty standard. Mewtwo, I think, has the lowest catch rate of this gen, if I'm not mistaken. His catch rate is like ridiculous. So yeah, this is totally normal for him to not go down easily. Safeguard, I don't know what Safeguard actually does, to be honest. But he already cast it once, so it's kind of redundant. He's just using up PP at this point. Yeah, we're not gonna get Zapdos luck twice in Moltres luck twice in a row. Yeah, because it was Zapdos that put up a fight. It was Moltres that went down like super easily on the third attempt. To actually catch it, it was like 3 Pokeballs after having to reset multiple times just due to accidentally KOing it repeatedly. I'd love to get it down to the red, but I don't think I can reliably do so. Yeah, once it starts actually attacking, that's when you need to be worried. Swift is a never miss move. It's sort of like Shockwave, the normal type equivalent of Shockwave, so it's a pretty good move. I guess one strat you might consider using is basically getting a smoke screen going up, but Swift never misses, so it's kind of useless. On Pokemon that don't have Swift, like legendaries that don't have Swift, I would actually recommend doing that, like Smoke Screen or Double Team or something. Something that lowers accuracy, because that could help a lot. I'm not worried about item management at this point because this is the last one we're showing for the LP, so why the heck not use our full stories? And we were fighting Mewtwo, for crying out loud. We should go all in. I think he can use Psychic like 10 times, but he usually doesn't do it 2 times in a row, so I think I'm gonna be okay to just throw another Pokeball at him. And watch, he'll prove me wrong. Yep. I have 2 max revives left over, so that's a good idea. If we get down to Parasect, I'm using a max revive. I'm gonna try to go without using too many. We've used, I think, 9 Pokeballs now, if I'm counting right. Safeguard again. Yeah, we've used 10 now. Because it said we started at 59, now we're at 49. Now we're at 48, actually. I wonder how much this will do. Vaporeon apparently has better special defense than a Charizard, which is impressive. I've heard the point though that Charizard is a little bit overrated. He's not like, super popular, but actually other Pokemon outclass him pretty easily. Like if a Vaporeon has more health than you and more defense than you, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Sphere could also go very long as well, just because of how tough Mewtwo is. I'd love to get off of sleep, but it just is too risky. I don't have any Pokemon at a decent level that can use Sing, so that's why I'm just sticking with Paralysis. I don't know if confusion helps either. I don't actually know. That'd be something to look up if confusion actually affects catch rate. As far as I know, it doesn't. I think it's only the status effects that are like listed in the status bar that actually count, like paralysis, sleep, burn. I think freeze and sleep are like the same, and burn and paralysis are the same, if I'm not remembering wrong. And again, like I brought up with the previous legendaries, if they start using struggle, then we're kind of in trouble, because Mewtwo can't KO himself. So once he starts struggling, it's gonna get really ugly, and I might just use the Master Ball just because. I'd prefer just catching it in an Ultra Ball and saving the Master Ball. Like, heck, I could just trade, if I LP Emerald, I could just trade it over to Emerald. Though I don't want an LP Emerald next, I want an LP like Crystal next. Because Crystal is chronologically next, so I just don't have a way to record it though, because I don't have $200 to spare, being the main reason. Yeah, that's how much Crystal cartridges go for sometimes if you didn't buy them originally. I wish I'd bought Crystal originally, because it was like super cheap then, but now it's so rare that it's like really expensive to get a copy in decent condition. I should have done Quick Attack. That was my bad. That is super risky, because if he struggles, then he's going down. So we better catch it within like the next like 10 Pokeballs or so. I think he still has like a few more recoveries and a few more Psychics left. So we still have a little bit of time to catch him. Another Psychic will KO a Vaporeon, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's doing. Safeguard? Why Safeguard? The problem with this fight is you have to use so many turns healing that's part of the reason why it's hard to catch, and why he gets off struggles a lot. There we go, that's what I was expecting the previous turn. So now we're getting into our kind of sucky Pokemon, so I'm probably going to break out full revive, or max revive, just to make sure I get through this fight. So it should be here. We have 2. Lucky us. I feel like Vaporeon was actually withstanding its attacks better, so we're gonna bring back Vaporeon. And this is actually really good luck. Paralyze also is beneficial because it keeps her from using PP, so that's also something really good to keep in mind. We've gone through 22 Pokeballs I want to bring up. And shoot. Thankfully for us, Firo will not do that much damage, hopefully, so we shouldn't KO it with this, unless it's a crit. If it was a crit, then I would have been kind of upset, actually. Okay, this should get back close to red again, so that's good. This will probably one-hit KO. Or come very, very close. Shoot. Let's just start with the process of tossing Pokeballs again. Nope. Safeguard. And now we get to listen to that beeping sound throughout the entire rest of this duration of this fight. Yeah, I'll have to look up what Mewtwo's catch rate is. Yeah, it's really bad though. I remember it's like really, really bad. So again, if you're playing along and you're having trouble catching Mewtwo, then this is normal. This is normal Mewtwo catching procedures to go through like 50 Pokeballs. Most people say to have like a good 50 Ultra Balls before trying to catch Mewtwo because of how tough it is. How determined he is. To not be caught. RIP Firo. So back to Vaporeon. It should be almost out of Psychics if I'm still on track. I might have lost track, but I think it should still have a few more Psychics. Mewtwo is technically genderless, but a lot of people associate him as a he because of the movies, having a male voice. 30 Pokeballs down. I still haven't caught him. This is, again, though, totally normal, totally expected. Shoot. It's funny how I always say shoot, because that's what the dialogue box says. Wow, that regained more that time. We could get off a surf easily. Even with stab, it shouldn't go down. Now, I might... Oh. Now we're in kind of a tough situation. I think I'm gonna risk healing first, and then worry about other stuff later. I might just leave it as is and hope it struggles down to a decent health limit. I'm gonna get off one more quick attack just to get it down a little bit more. And then I should be good to start trying to catch it again. That critical, so that would be really ugly. And also he lowers special defense. So switching out Eevee for Parasect and just have Parasect go down wouldn't be a bad strat just to get her special defense back up. Because this is gonna hurt a lot, as is. This is gonna do over half. Yeah, over half. This is actually, yeah, one of the hardest Pokemon to catch. So this is not surprising me in the slightest. I'd love to get off another quick attack, but I don't think I can afford to. Again, a lot of people just use the Master Ball on YouTube just because of how much of a pain in the butt he is to catch. I don't like doing that. I like to tough it out. I like to do is just wait till the very last moment, and if it still doesn't catch, then then I'll actually just throw the Master Ball. I think I have caught it in an Ultra Ball before, unlike my earlier playthroughs. I might have used the Master Ball. I can't actually recall right now. One more Psychic will KO Eevee, sadly. So that's gonna be something to keep in mind for when we heal. I want to go as long without healing as I can. Paralyzed, thank you. I think it's 30% chance of full paralysis. Shoot. This is why people hate Mewtwo. And all legendaries that can do that. So many legendaries can heal. Okay, I'm going through the list. I know Primal, Kyogre, and Groudon both have Recover, which is just the dumbest thing ever. Giving a legendary a full heal, or a partial heal move. It's like so OP, it's not even funny. I'm gonna risk an Aurora Beam just because it won't get stabbed, but it shouldn't KO it. Okay, there we go. So now we're back in a good position to start catching this guy. I think he's used all of his recovers also. I don't think he can recover anymore. He'll probably prove me wrong. Yep. Oh boy. This is a tug of war match basically. Paralyzed, thank you. RNG is actually being kind of nice this round. I'm almost out of Ultra Balls, oddly enough. Even though we started with 50, it's taken a long time to actually catch. Though again, this is to be completely expected. Not surprised in the slightest that he's giving up such a fight. Once he starts struggling, that's when you really have to get worried and like, oh my gosh, is he just gonna KO himself? Yeah, just ways to turn out the safeguard. Thank you. Also, here's the thing though, it is RNG, so like hypothetically, you could just toss a Pokeball at full health, and there's like a 0.0000 something % chance of catching him with a Pokeball at full health. Finally, we got him. We just caught Mewtwo in an Ultra Ball. I will have to go and look at the stats in a moment. A Pokemon whose genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turned vicious as a result. I'm going to do something stupid, but I'm going to name this Mewtwo after my own cat. Because she is like the most stubborn cat I have ever seen. This is actually not my cat originally, like, It was my sister's cat, but she moved to a different country, so my family got left, my close family got left with the cat, like my mom and I got stuck with the cat. But it's just the most stubborn cat, so I feel like this is a good name. With that, we can get the heck out of this place. Yeah, I know we're running long at this point, but who cares? We caught Mewtwo! I mean, that's kind of something to celebrate, wouldn't it be? So, let's go home. When Pokemon are fainted, they can actually still use HM moves. I never talked about that in the LP. So that was my bad. So I just want to heal up and give some closing thoughts on the project now that we've done everything I wanted to show. I guess I could have shown like unknown and stuff, but it just would have taken forever catching every unknown. Showing the shadow locations, look at it just felt like a good compromise. So to end off, I just wanted to point out that we have had a decent catch rate. Actually, we have 67 out of the original 150. No, 66 because we have a Wooper, and I think Wooper is Gen 2. So we don't have too many Gen 2s, but we have a lot of Gen 1s, so it's mostly just a 60. We have the most powerful Pokemon in the game, but we can't show him because of Togepi. I'm just gonna run around as I do this because maybe he'll hatch, or it'll hatch in the video. On the whole, I had a lot of fun playing FireRed. It was definitely a project though that I do not feel like doing again. Like, maybe someday down the road, again, if I can find an affordable copy of Crystal, I will do that. If I can get both the battery replaced on my Emerald cart, I will probably do that eventually too, but I think I'm gonna stick to easier games for a little bit, to be completely honest. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. Again, this gen is one that I haven't actually played that much. I haven't even bought Red, Blue, and Yellow off the eShop yet, because I've been playing this game so much. But yeah, it was a ton of fun to actually do this, but yeah, it was a lot of work, so expect shorter LPs, and by shorter, I mean really, really short. After Paper Mario, which is ending I think in a week or two, then is Sonic Adventure 2, which is really short. So it's accompanied by the Wind Waker HD, where I get all the remaining items and stuff. All this stuff is in the announcement video I posted a little while back, so you probably know about that. No, actually, by the time this video goes up, Paper Mario will have ended, probably. Because this video is actually going up around April 1st. So yeah, Sonic's probably already started by now, actually. Yeah, short projects, and then jumping into another RPG, which I'm happy to announce right now is Super Mario RPG, which, like this, is turning out to be quite a handful to actually record. And our egg hatched into a Togepi. We're not naming the Togepi because, well, frankly, it's not really part of our party. But, hey, what a nice note to end on, huh? So, from where we began, and now, actually, let's go up. Let's go up the stairs. Back to our room, where it all began, for reals. Thank you so much for watching this LP of Pokemon FireRed. I know it wasn't the most thorough or the best LP of FireRed out there, but I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless, and I hope you'll join me for future projects as well. Thank you so much for watching. And okay, so we're not quite done yet. I actually decided, while a video was rendering, to try to actually just look for Suicune. I'll detail my method later. But since, as far as I'm aware, this is literally the last legendary you can catch in the game, we might as well just do this. It took an hour, I just want to point out, it took about an hour. Yeah. I'll detail my method now. So, I don't know what to name it, but I had a plan, sort of. I hope I'm spelling this correctly. Whether you want to take this as a reference or not, I don't know, I just like the word. That's the first thing that came to mind, because it's a lapis lazuli is like a blue gem, so it makes sense to me because it's kind of crystalline looking, or it could just be a reference to the crystal gem. I don't know. Depends on what you want to believe. I don't really know which influenced that choice in this case. It was the gem or the character. Okay, so the way it works is every time you enter an area, the location of the roaming legendary changes. Here is a patch of grass, and that's this weird in Route 1. Here, we're in Palatown. So basically, I would do this, and then try to just trigger an encounter, and then see if it was Suicune. Because there's, you know, a random chance that it could just be in the spot. And then, if it's, I just got a Rattata or a Pidgey or something I didn't want, I could just come down one space, and then go back up and try again. So that's generally the preferred method of catching Suicune, but yes, it literally took an hour. So now we're really ending off, so yeah, I always said all the closing stuff before, so I guess I'm saying it again. Thank you all so much for watching this LP of Pokemon FireRed, and I hope you'll join me for my next project, whatever that may be, or just, I don't know, continue watching the regular videos that are going up. There won't be anything going up in this spot, just because I don't have time to record anymore for the 10 AM Pacific Standard Time slot. So, going back to just one video a day for a little bit, so yeah. Again, thanks for watching.